Right, so I'm basically recording, and I don't normally talk about this when I do videos, and that is haircuts. I have talked about it in the past, but I don't normally put up when I've had a haircut. So normally people just watch my videos and they might think nothing different. And I did get a haircut today. I don't get many haircuts when I go because basically I usually want to grow it longer, but I like to have it bobbed. So basically I normally go to the hairdressers about every 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, or something like that, and I just say, can you give me a shorter bob? So basically, I have my hair's probably grown a bit, and then where I can put it into a small, a tiny wee small little ponytail, and then all of a sudden I go to the hairdresser and I'll say I want something like a little bit like that off or whatever. So it's a little bit of a shorter bob, basically. And so that is just one thing that I want to talk about in this video. And also I want to say that I really have got loads of videos to upload, and I just have to do these videos before I forget. So I've got, I'm not sure if I've written down, I've got some paper in my hand. I know, paper, paper, paper. It's all valuable stuff, this. But basically, sometimes I write down things. Just having a quick look around here, see if I've got anything written up about what videos I could do for blogs, basically. And I have put one down, which I've put it down twice now, so I'm not sure whether I've done the blog before, which is forgetfulness. Because today, as I was out, I had something in my head, and I thought, wouldn't that be a very good idea for a blog? But guess what? I've forgotten about it. Now, sometimes it's one of them things, like if you're a songwriter and you forget things, or you basically have something in your head and mind and you've got it down as a song and that. What would you do? Well, one of the things that I've learned to do sometimes when I want to remember something is I write it in my phone. I do memos in my phone basically, and that memo will have a lot of words on it, or basically something that I type in, whether it's the name of a song and an artist, or whether it's the name of a video that I could do or just something, which will always give me an idea of memory. Now, I don't have to put everything down. Like, if I go on a holiday, and by the end of the day, I often think, right, what have I done today? So that I can write it in my story. And the idea I might say, well, if I'm going to forget some of these things, I might do. I'm not saying I will, but I might do. Then what I could do is I could put pointers on my phone. I could put a pointer on my phone and just put something like calf, and I could put something like shop, or I could put something like tram, or something like that. And I think, so I kind of know what it is, but most of the time after that day, I do know exactly what I've done that day, and I start to put pointers in it. Usually on my laptop, I don't normally put pointers on my phone when I go on holiday. Normally they come up at the end of the day because I know. And then what I do when I come home from my holiday, all them pointers will lead me to remember exactly the things on my holiday. But sometimes when I'm out and I hear a song or an artist that I like, basically, and I want to know who it is, and I want to think think about it and not forget it, it goes in my phone. And the same about video. But today, for some strange reason, I forgot all about it. So my forgetfulness was stupid of me on that one because I don't get to do the blog that I was intending to do, which is definitely out of the question because I have no idea what it is. Can't even think for the life of me remember exactly what it is. But that's one of the things that I try not to do though, forget things, and I want to sometimes write. I know it. I know it's one of them things like Alzheimer's. Not everything I forget though. It's not one of them things that I'm going to forget everything because basically, I do know my thing when it comes to history of music and things like that, so I could do a pop quiz quite well. And in case you're wondering, it is late at night, and I've put the light on again, so I've got it shining down on me so you can see me a little bit better. But this is just basically a blog that I was doing about forgetfulness. Now, I have actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 more blogs to do after this because I've got 4 more subjects that have come to me basically that I thought I could talk about. Haircut was actually a sixth one, but we don't need to talk about that. So I think what we'll do, we'll get these 1, 2, 3, 4 bits and pieces uploaded. And one of the subjects might be something that I've never talked about before on here. even though I've been on here for a long time, many years now. So I'll leave it at this one. This is just going to be called. I think this will be called the forgetfulness blog. How to overcome it and things like that. And what are your ways of dealing with forgetfulness? Specifically, as in when we go out and we think of something and we want to note it down or something. How can we if we haven't got any paper or a pen? What do we do? Use a mobile phone and put it in your memo. Or sometimes musicians, what they do is they basically sing something, or they do something on their iPod, or it's an iPhone or whatever they've got, and they'll say something. Like they'll think of a lyric in their head, like something like, "The moment I saw you, I knew you was the one." I'm not saying that's a lyric of a record, but that's basically something that somebody might start to think base a song around, and the first thing they'll think is, "I don't want to forget that," so they say, "Right, I can sort of get my phone out and do a voice memo that says, 'The moment I saw you, you were the one,' or something like that. I knew you were the one," whatever you want to be. So basically, that's how some people do it. But I personally don't. I just have a memo on my phone that has loads of things in it, basically, of song titles and things that I've heard when I've gone out and thought, I like that song. I'm going to go and seek for it when I get home. But I'll leave it at that because I've got to get these other 5 blogs done, basically. Yes. And then we really should get all the other ones uploaded and these 5. And then basically, I'll be ready to think about other blogs I need to do. So until then, bye for now.